Hey guys, just bringing you a little update video, and I'm sure you've seen many videos of this from many people. I'm sure the YouTube's full of them by now. I have been at uni today doing a lot of work, so I've only just managed to get the update video out now, so I'm just going to give a brief description of what it is. It's just effectively fire making has been changed, and previously you basically lit fires with a tinderbox and went backwards. Like, made one fire, one step back, made one fire, one step back, and so on. Now you can still do this, however, obviously, if you do that, it's probably a silly idea, because you can AFK now with the new bonfires, and effectively, fire making is being made completely easy. And in some ways I don't agree, but in some ways I do, because I do know fire making is a very boring skill, so I guess it's a good change. However, there's certain thing I do disagree with, and that is this second paragraph here. And now this says, adding logs to a fire that others are already adding to earns a percentage bonus. So basically, if you train fire making with other people, you get bonus XP up to a maximum of 4%. So if you've got 5 or more players on the same fire, you get 4% extra XP. So basically, you're going to get better XP if you go and light on the same fire with another person. Which to me, I don't kind of agree with. I think it should be the same regardless. And to me, that just bugs me. It's like with dungeoneering, you've got to go in a team. Now, to be honest, I kind of think dungeoneering solo XP should be a lot better anyway. It shouldn't be. I don't think it should be as good as 5. It's a tough decision, to be honest, because if it was the same, then surely no one would do 5-man teams, and 5-man teams are amazingly fun. It's hard to tell, but I think dungeoneering is different in the way that it is a mini game, really, and everyone believes that. But fire making, I don't know. I kind of don't agree with having to get 5 players. Not everyone's got 5 friends, and it's not exactly an easy thing to find people to fire make with to do, you know. But oh well, that's going to be in the game. 4% isn't too much. So there's nothing too much to worry about. I just don't agree with the theory behind it. There's a few other things, like when you're cooking or burning on a fire. Burning logs on a fire, you might get a few free items such as coins, runes, noted ore, and gnomish firelighter. So I assume it's not like the Clusical firelighters. Well, it is like them, but it's different in the way that is a gnomish one. What I'll do, I'm not sure because I haven't seen one yet. However, there's other few things. If you contribute at least 5 logs to one fire in one go, you'll get an extra maximum life points boost up to 10%. And this even stacks with life point boosting gear such as Torva, which, as you see, I've got on in game now. And basically, what it'll do is boost your max life points for an hour if you're using magic logs or blisterwood logs, which are the top 2 logs. That's the only 2 logs it gives a time for in the update. However, if you're simply going to go on a boss trip, like Nex or anywhere, any boss trip to be fair, it's definitely worth doing, because it does stack with Star of Brews, it stacks with everything. So even if you're 990 HP, it's worth it, because your max life points will go up to about almost 1,100. So that's definitely a worthwhile thing if you're going to go on a boss trip. All you got to do is start a bonfire and light 5 logs. But I guess that's pretty cool. I think it's a bit weird, considering what's it got to do with fire making. I have no idea. But anyway, I'm just going to quickly show you what it does, actually, like how it actually works. Right, so one thing I mentioned before I quickly light these actually is that there is a task to do these. When I logged on, I couldn't wear my comp cape because there is a task, as you can see, just completed there, raising the stokes, and that resides in lighting a bonfire. Well, adding a log to a bonfire. So first off, you want to light a log as you would normally do. Oh, I just got a free spin on the Wheel of Fortune. This happens in all of my vids, but let's do it. Let's see if I get anything good. Oh, of course not. Got some of them in my bank, but I still click discard. And then, I'm not sure if you can use them. Yes, using them does work. If you use them, it seems you'll... No, if you use them, it does them all automatically. Ooh, that's nice. So, that is the best way to do it. I think you can right-click add logs. So if I right-click add logs... Right, if I stop. Add logs. Oh, it does the same. So you can either use your log on the fire, or you can right-click add logs. And 2 important things you want to have if you are fire making like this is to have your flame gloves on and your ring of fire on, because these will boost your magic XP or your fire making XP per log. The bonfire warmth increases your maximum health by 10%. This will last 60 minutes. So there's that boost, and as you can see, my HP has rose, but I'm not actually at max HP, which obviously isn't showing you the true potential. However, as you see, my HP did go up, and it is rising. As you can see, it's healing, and it's going up to its new max. So this is, as you can see, I'm literally just AFKing. I can do anything I like. Don't have to sit there like regular firemaking. Right click light, right click light, right click light. However, it does say in the news post that this is the end to firemaking familiars effectively. So I'm gonna try that with a pylord now just to see what it actually does, and I also want to do a test with an Inferno adze to see how that works, because as you know with the Inferno adze, if you chop a tree, it'll burn every few logs and it will create a fire at your feet. However, I want to see how this works now with this to see how exactly what that does. So as you can see, 99 firemaking is now very easy, but I do expect logs will rise for the next couple of weeks, because I imagine a lot more people will go for the 99 firemaking right now, as not more than before anyway. So I'm gonna get a few logs out, and let's summon this pylord. If I use a magic log on the pylord, oh, it still lights it. Now, as you can see, you can still light logs manually, so you can still do pylord firemaking, I think. But I don't know if is that just me or is that awfully slow. I think it's just a new animation, just makes it look slower. So you can still do pylord firemaking. However, as you know, ever since the toolbelt update, it is more difficult, but it still exists as a method. So you can still pylord firemake for 600k plus firemaking XP an hour. However, as you know, it's very difficult. But as for pylord firemaking otherwise, it's obviously not firemake, it's not AFK, and I'm sure most people are going to go for the AFK option. However, Jadinko firemaking still exists if you wish to go and do the herbal habitat, and that way you'll get some free wood cutting XP too. Also, you can do the bonfires while cutting arctic pines in between ticks if you're interested in that sort of stuff. I'm not too profound on it myself, I just know that it exists as a method since this. And so I'm going to check the Inferno adze, so I'm going to wield it and just chop this and see what actually happens with the Inferno adze, and see what happens with the burning, because obviously this was a great feature of the Inferno adze when it came out, and possibly I should have done a lower level log, because I'm clearly taking my time to cut these. Now, if you are going to be doing the Jadinko firemaking, obviously you still want to use your lumberjack if you have a lumberjack set, as well as your flame gloves and ring of fire. So there's not really much else to say about the update after I show you this. It's only a small update. Ooh. See, I thought it created a fire. Did it used to create a fire in the past? I'm not 100% sure, but as you can see, I got firemaking XP. It just split off, as you just see in the regular same animation. Just split off, nothing to do with bonfires, so no change here. It doesn't make a difference to Inferno. So if you were wondering that, then I hope that answers your question. So there's nothing much else to say about this video. About the bonfires, but there has been another change with the validation of an email, and there will be a few rewards if you do validate an email. I'm sure most players actually have done this already, and it's definitely a worthwhile thing, because if you do forget your password, or if you do get hacked, using email to recover your account is very easy, as you can just simply type in your email address and it will send you an email that you can use to reactivate your password and change your password. So that's a great way to do it, as long as you keep that email safe. And one thing I want to do is just say, I recommend you don't use the email that you use for everything else. Obviously, oh my god, good fight. I just use an email that you possibly use, but you don't use for anything else RuneScape related. Keep it as a personal email address that you don't really tell anyone you know of RuneScape, and that's the best way to do it, to keep it safe, and then no one's going to ever be able to hack your email because they don't know it. So yeah, that's all I want to say about that. So I guess that's all I want to say about the bonfires, guys, and I'm sorry if this video is a bit boring, but I'd like to bring you a little bit of information if you're not too sure on it and haven't heard about it already. I'm still putting them on runecrafting, by the way. That's just because my agility XP is low, and I like getting my runecrafting XP up because it's relatively high. But oh well, I guess it doesn't mean too much anymore. Oh, but one thing I want to mention is that the Wild Weekends has been announced for this weekend, and this weekend is not free spins or free horns or whatever, you know. This time you get double points in the Runespan minigame. So if you want to go to Runespan for your runecrafting, this weekend is definitely a worthwhile time to go and train some, and you can get some double points and hopefully get some more giant pouches or your wicked set or one of them staffs if you want so. And also for anyone from going for trimmed comp cape, good fight if you already got it back, because now you can get double points. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll have another video out later probably giving some information about my event for my 10k subscriber event. Again, I want to say thanks for letting me get 10k subscribers, because that's amazing. It's an amazing feeling to hit 10k, and it feels like such an achievement. So I hope I am entertaining you guys, as you really do seem to enjoy my videos. So I'm grateful, and my subs are actually nearing 11k already, so that's awesome, guys, and I'll see you later then.